Maria Larcon. If you're new here, I talk all things lifestyle, fashion, glow up, manifestation, all the good girly, it girl vibes here. Today we're gonna be talking about all my best tips and tricks to stop caring what others think. And I think it's important to state that this, deals with the root of the issue, because we can all pretend like we don't care what others think. We could be like, oh, I don't care what she thinks. But if you care, then it's always gonna, keep digging at you, and it's just hurtful, obviously. And it's important to really be in a strong space enough that you truly don't care what others think. And it's hard. We're conditioned to care what others think based on survival needs and on society and on reputation and blah, blah, blah. But here are my best tips. Here are my best tricks to actually achieve this once and for all. Okay, the first one is to realize that happy, successful, kind, good people don't judge. So then the moment you're thinking, oh, these girls are judging me or this guy is judging me, then you're immediately saying that these aren't happy people, they aren't successful people, because why would you judge someone if you're truly happy and content with yourself and doing good in life? The people who judge are jealous, they're bitter, they're mad, they're angry inside. So why would you care if someone like that is saying something about you? The next thing is just, to have self-awareness, if that makes any sense. Like, if you've always felt that you're really, really good friend, like you're really, really loyal, or you're always felt that you sing really well, or you're really extroverted and funny and confident, whatever it is that you've always felt, and someone says, oh no, they're totally horrible at this, or they're idiots or whatever. Who knows better? You, who you've known your whole life, or this other person who has a limited idea of who you are? Of course, you know better. Like, why are you letting other people tell you who you are or what you can be? Okay, next, it's the fact that people that talk behind your back because they don't have the privilege of talking at you, to you. So I think this is super important, because it's true. Like, you don't judge your friends because you have anything to say to them. You just go on and say it, so if someone is talking to you behind your back, it's because they're so far behind you, because they don't have the privilege of coming to you and saying it to your face. I think it was Tom Holland that said, if you have a problem with me, text me about it. And if you don't have my number, then you don't know me well enough to have a problem with me. And it's that same kind of vibe and energy. There's also this one's just like a mindset shift that is more like silly, I guess, but it's something I saw in Gossip Girl. That is, it's better to be talked about than to be forgotten. I would 100% rather be talked about than, be invisible and have not taken risks or made a difference, because those are the people that people judge and talk about in the end. People that are different, people that stand out, that take risks, that are brave. So I would much rather be talked about than, forgotten and, not have anyone know who I am or what I stand for. Okay, this is one of the best tips in the whole video if you understand everything I'm saying but you don't really resonate with it, and it's kind of a mindset shift where I put you in a hypothetical situation. Imagine the person you love most in this world. You either love them most because of their personality, or you just simply think they're the most attractive person in this whole entire earth. And then think about someone else coming and telling you, oh, you like this person? They're horrible, they're idiots, or they look terrible, they're so ugly. Would you be like, oh my god, yes they are? No, you'd be like, fair enough, you have very weird taste, but to each his own. So why don't you do this with yourself? Why when someone comes and tells you that you're ugly or that you're horrible or that you're stupid, you believe them instead of being like, maybe I'm just not your type, maybe you're just weird, move on. Another mindset shift, and I think Salma Hayek said this one, where she said, if someone came and screamed at you all of your worst insecurities, like every single thing that really strikes a nerve with you, in another language. I'm really sorry if the light is changing, the sun is being weird. But if they came and screamed at you all of the horrible things that you think about yourself in the deep, darkest parts of yourself in another language, it would not affect you whatsoever. You'd listen to this person scream at you for 5 minutes, and then you'd be like, okay, bye. And that's because the power of words isn't on the person that's saying them, it's in you understanding them and believing them. So when someone comes at you and screams at you in a language you do understand, the power isn't in what they're saying, it's in what you're hearing and whether you're believing them and acknowledging them. And that was so powerful to me, because you always feel like, I feel bad because they came and told me this, because they're judging me. but it's really because you chose to let that affect you and to believe that and to let that affect your vision of who you are and what you can achieve. This is another one of my favorites, which has a little bit more to do with like silent judging. Instead of, you know, people talking behind your back or like criticizing you directly to your face, this has to do with you caring what people think all the time, all around you in their thoughts, which is something we all do and it's exhausting. But here's the thing. If you go out and you start thinking the whole day that, oh my god, they're judging me because my outfit is too crazy, they're judging me because my eyes are too far apart, they're judging me because I'm being too loud, I'm being too obnoxious, they haven't said anything. Like, they're not judging you at all. So where does that come from? It's not a gut feeling that they looked at me weird. No, that's you judging yourself. You're the one that's doing this to yourself because no one else is saying anything. Maybe they are judging you, maybe you were correct, but how are you gonna know? Like, none of it's real. So instead, choose to believe that no one's judging you. Maybe they are, but when you have one of those really good days that you feel really confident, you know, you're surrounded by people you love, you think you look great, your outfit is snatched, everything's great, and you go through the night thinking that no one's judging you because you look amazing. What do you know? Maybe they were judging you, maybe they weren't, maybe they fell in love with you, maybe they hate you, maybe, who knows? Everything that's external to you is something that you'll never know unless they come and tell you to your face. So why are you choosing to believe, you know, the bad side of the coin, the one, oh, they're all judging me, instead of, oh, they're all in love with me? Both of them aren't 100% real because we're never gonna know, but why choose the bad one? Stop judging yourself. Be confident in who you are, and you're gonna stop thinking that everyone around you is judging you, whether they are or not. That doesn't matter. Okay. And now for the last one. This one's really interesting to me because it has a little bit more to do with like pride, I guess, but you know, in a good way. And it's just, a lot of people say to look at yourself as the main character in your life. And I agree, I love this analogy. But I think for this one, it's important to think of yourself instead of the main character, or maybe as both, as the director. Because in your life, you're the one in the director's seat. You're the one that's holding auditions. You're the one that decides who comes into your life and who has to leave your life. And when you go out into a social setting and you're like, oh my god, I hope they like me. What do I say to make them like me? Should I change this? Should I change that? What is he thinking about me? You're stepping out of your director's chair and you're walking into theirs, because everyone's their own director, and you're like planting your feet down to audition for them. And it's just, why, if you're into director's chair with the opportunity to, you know, make them audition for you, because that's the way your life works, you're stepping out and you're going out to audition for them. Why would you audition for anyone else? You're the one that's holding audition. It's your life. You're the one that's gonna cast them or not cast them, or have them in there or have them not be there. And yes, sometimes people aren't gonna wanna audition for you. And this is where it sucks. This is where you like sometimes move into the, well, maybe I'll audition for them then. But if you were casting a movie and someone didn't want to audition for it because they don't like the project or they think it's stupid, why would you want to cast them? You'd be like, okay, you're not going to be good for this project if you don't want to be in it, so get the hell out. It's exactly the same thing. So yeah, that was my video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave any more tips or questions or comments about this below, or anything else that you want me to talk about. Please know that you're amazing no matter what. It doesn't matter what anyone says, thinks, or does. It's all about in here. So take care of that and life will change so magically. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.